This is a highlight video from my recent live stream of Hogwarts Legacy. I started out by completing a few side quests during this session, but by the end of the stream I ended up completing the main quest. This scene starts with a conversation between Sebastian and Ominous. This is more of an aftermath from the Sebastian side quest. In a past stream, Sebastian killed his uncle in a fight. Sebastian has been trying to save his sister. She was cursed by goblins and was slowly dying. In his pursuit to save her, he started taking a dark path. Sebastian's uncle found out and confronted him, and then a battle ensued. At the end of the battle, Anne comes to rescue her uncle, but it's too late. He's already dead.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with him.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
In an earlier stream, we found a portrait of Ferdinand who's complaining that his twin portrait in the Three Broomsticks was stolen, and he had tasked us with finding it. During this scene, we question Astoria Cricket about the portrait, and she gives us reasons for why she did it.
The rumors of
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the Three Broomsticks.
How was that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
Let's get out of here then, shall we?
Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased. Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here.
And now that we found the twin portrait, we have a choice: to take it back to the Three Broomsticks or put it in a new place, the Hog's Head. Of course, after listening to him to complain on and on, I decided it would be better off for the students if his new home was in the Hog's Head.
What is the meaning of this? This isn't the Three Broomsticks.
No, it's not. It's the Hog's Head.
Did you fall into a cauldron of stupid potion? You've brought me to the wrong place. It's absolutely vile in here.
It's no Three Broomsticks, that's for certain.
Please, you can't mean to leave me here. Please.
Goodbye, Ferdinand. Enjoy your new home.
I'd normally toss the both of you out. I like the look of the fancy man. Target practice.
Bastards.
This next side quest is the final part to Poppy's Snidget quest. We discovered a moonstone that we will use to find where they are hiding. That centaur you see up ahead is Dorian. He is the only one of them that are willing to help us.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again. Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
This puzzle was not as hard as I made it out to be. I was actually overthinking it. You basically just need to line up the dark lines with the corresponding symbols that are illuminated on the big door.
That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway!
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave you. At least for a time.
You're not coming in with us.
If the Snidgets are here, the herd will want to see the truth of it for themselves. Alec especially. Go on without me. I will rejoin as soon as I am able.
Once I actually get through the door, there's this huge set of ruins that we have to explore.
So many books.
You haven't seen my grand study. Of course. How clever.
Revelio.
Little puppy squeaking. Forgot how to cover your tracks.
What was that?
Not Doran, that's for something.
In this courtyard, we got ambushed by a bunch of poachers that were after Poppy.
Has no one heard of using your wands these days? All right, you had your fun.
Rest of
Now we actually get help from the centaurs for the next wave of poachers.
Ready your wands. The fight.
I think that was all of them.
Are the two of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here, Doran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all
Revelio.
you told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
There they are.
You want us to... I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it.
There's a charm that's on the eggs that needs to be removed before we can rescue this Snidget.
Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that.
This next part is the beginning of the final quest. We're tasked with getting a special wand crafted. We don't know the use of the wand, but we'll know when we need it.
Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Yes, Professor Fig sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do. It is done. I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Upon exiting Ollivander's, we are confronted by Victor Rookwood. Pay attention to what he says during this dialogue.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrok now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Now we've been whisked away to fight some of his cronies.
I'll make you no more captured flesh. A lamb to the slaughter.
How can I help you?
They just keep coming wave after wave until we finally have a battle with Victor. He disappears and we're left to fight more of his goons.
No more happy days for you.
After they're beat, we have yet another battle with Victor. This time it ends with Victor being killed, which leads us into the next part of reporting back to Professor Fig.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart, are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He destroyed so many lives and he wouldn't have stopped. I'm glad I was able to put an end to him.
You're right. He wouldn't have stopped. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
That must be the way to the repository. That the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered. Let's go. If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Now that we've gained entry to where the repository is hidden, we have to beat the goblins to the repository and defend it.
With our progress.
On our journey to the repository, we have to complete waves and waves of goblins, one after another, and it just continues on until we get to the repository.
We need to press on. Ranrok must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move.
I shall handle it. One moment. Let's go.
We get a nice surprise in this scene where we had to fight not one, but two trolls.
Professors. I see it. And I don't know. Confringo. I can only hope they're right. Confringo.
One less human to worry about.
Expelliarmus.
This is perfect.
And what you saw had cursed one of the trolls, and then everything he attacked was cursed as well. And upon using the Avada Kedavra, it instantly killed both of the trolls.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Here we are confronted with hordes of goblins, but fortunately we have backup now. All the wizards and witches in Hogwarts are joining us for the battle.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way! We shall make quick work of them!
They got this.
Look out! Another troll! This one's worse than the last two! Stop him! Confringo! Defend us! We shouldn't be... Not quiet! We're ready!
As we approach the repository entrance, there stands two pensive guardians. In the past, these have been very difficult to kill.
Go on! Quickly!
believe we got here before Ranrok.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I plan to leave the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
The Keepers were right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone. I will do all I can to help you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrok. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Once Ranrok took his dragon form, it took some time to figure out how to damage him.
My spells are having no effect on the dragon.
You'll see the purple, yellow, and red orbs appear near him. They work much like the shields, and you have to counter them with similar magic. After you hit the orb, it allows you to damage him. This battle has 3 parts, and once his health gets low, he'll go to another area.
You can't stop me.
During this second part, I figured out how to reflect objects back at him, but I wasn't able to get my timing down. That caused me to waste a lot of the Wicked Well potion.
Leviosa! Confringo! Defendo! Descendo! Arrest the momentum. Descendo. Lumos. Defendo. Imperial. Crisis. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
In this third area, it's pretty much the same pattern of fighting him. It's just a matter of slowly notching down his health.
This ends here, Ranrok.
You think you can stop me?
Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Once his health got down low enough, he dropped to the ground and started coming after me. But the pattern was basically still the same. You hit the orbs and open him up to damage me.
Arrest the momentum. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Crisis. Defendo. Bombarda.
You notice here, I dropped down to the ground. I thought I had died, but it was the end. Ranrok had been defeated. Me and the professor are trying to contain the dark magic. This was all based on my earlier decision to keep it hidden. If I had made the other choice, it would have been a different ending.
Professor. Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Miriam, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Fig had mentioned in his death scene that Miriam would have loved you. So if you didn't catch that, it is revealed that Miriam was the professor's wife. If this had been revealed earlier in the game, I wasn't paying attention.
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered. I wish the same could have been done for my uncle. I wonder if there's a chance Anne would meet me.
Sebastian, I can't imagine what you and Anne are going through. Perhaps you'll hear from her soon.
I hope so. I'll let you know.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if he faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did, but it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrok, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrok. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin. I suppose I owe you an apology. All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. Ominous said he's spoken with Anne.
All of Sebastian's hatred for goblins was misguided. It was actually Rookwood that cursed his sister. And that's it. The main quest is complete. I was at 85% of the challenges and side quests, so there's a little left for me to do. Thank you for watching. You can watch the full live stream videos in the Hogwarts playlist. Normally, I just upload my live streams to YouTube, so this was my first edited video. You can see my stream elements are still in the video, and I'll be working to remove those for the gameplay videos. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm always open for positive criticism, and if you would like, please leave some feedback in the comments. There will be more edited videos from my live streams. If you'd like this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.